Here's my book review of Cyber War, The Next Threat to National Security and What to Do About It by Richard A. Clarke and Robert Knake. Richard Clarke knows what he's talking about. He has been one of the most influential experts in government on the topic of computer hacking and electronic sabotage. The parallels he draws with nuclear arms control, in which he also participated, are fascinating and compelling. Making the world safe for free information exchange will require an international effort of similar scope and difficulty. It's encouraging that a former White House insider understands these problems at such depth. Often we fear, and not without reason, that public figures are not as current on technology as their counterparts in private industry, or the bad geeks who may be hatching plots in some garage. From a technical standpoint, this book, Cyber War, is somewhat dated, having been released in 2010. But its themes and its warnings are just as relevant today. Clarke correctly predicted the types of intrusions that are being reported almost daily in the media. If you think the private sector and the marketplace will somehow take care of these problems while we sleep, you are dreaming. Clarke doesn't go this far, but I believe the United States must formulate a doctrine, on a par with the Bush doctrine regarding a preemptive strike, that equates the seriousness of cyber attack on any U.S. asset with damage from a physical attack. Even if initial damage is only electronic or informational, the consequences could be just as severe. It's not difficult to imagine how bringing down a power grid or a banking system could cause consequential damage of life and property. Clarification of government policy is needed because our vulnerability is asymmetrical. We stand more to lose from cyber threats than a third world country that does not depend so much on digital infrastructure. So any cyber attacker must know that we reserve the right to respond, not necessarily in kind, but with any weapon in our arsenal. Such a policy would, in effect, be a new definition of proportional response.
Gerald Everett Jones is the author of Bonfire of the Vanderbilts and host of the Get Published radio show.